2024 was a fantastic year for handheld gaming, and 2025 is looking just as good, with some serious contenders bringing cutting-edge tech to the table. With all the specs I could find, I've ranked up the upcoming devices to help you decide which one deserves your hype. Let's jump right in. Kicking off at the top of the list, Lenovo Legion Go 2, a true powerhouse with AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme CPU, AMD Radeon 780 GPU, and a stunning 8.8-inch OLED display with 1920 by 1200 resolution running at 144Hz with 500 nits of brightness. Add up to 32 gigs of RAM, 1TB of SSD storage, and a massive 74 watt-hour battery, and you've got a gaming beast that handles AAA titles effortlessly, hopefully. The OLED panel with the 97% DCI-P3 color accuracy alone makes it a must for anyone craving vibrant visuals. At number 2, we have the MSI Claw 8 AI, featuring Intel's next-gen Core Ultra 7 CPU, paired with an Intel Arc 140V GPU. This device is about efficiency, with promises up to 20% better performance and 44% better battery life than rivals. It's rocking a 80 watt-hour battery. It sports an 8-inch LCD display at 1920 by 1200 resolution with 120Hz refresh rate and 500 nits of brightness. The Hall effect joysticks, reworked tactile buttons, and a revamped MSI M-Center launcher makes this one of the most polished handhelds on the list, but I wish they had added a trackpad. Next is the largest handheld on the list, the Acer Nitro Blaze 11, which combines a stunning 10.9-inch display at 2560 by 1600 resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate with 500 nits of brightness. It's powered by the AMD Ryzen 7 8840 CPU and a Radeon 780M GPU, backed by 16 gigs of RAM and up to a 2TB SSD storage with detachable controllers and Acer game space. I think this one is getting to this is way too big for a handheld. I wonder if we'll see anything bigger than this year. And this is not the only Acer handheld that's coming in 2025. There's 2 more, but first, not to be left behind with the handheld trend, Zotac enters the space with the Zone, featuring a 7-inch AMOLED display with 1920 by 1080 resolution, 120Hz refresh, and an eye-popping 800 nits of brightness. It's powered by the AMD Ryzen 7 8840 CPU and a Radeon 780 GPU with 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM and 512 gigs of SSD storage. It's got elite controller features like Hall effect joysticks, 2-stage triggers, and radial dials around the joysticks, which you can customize to change the brightness of the screen, volume controls, and I think a few more things. I really like the look of this thing. The only thing I would change is swap the left joystick and the D-pad. Now here we have the Nitro Blaze 8, the middle child in Acer's Nitro Blaze family. It balances performance and portability very well. At 8.8 inches, its screen is the same size as the Legion Go 2, but the resolution is greater at 2560 by 1600 and at a 144 refresh rate. It looks stunning. With the same AMD Ryzen 7 8840 and a Radeon 780M as the Blaze 11, you get smooth AAA gameplay at a smaller package. With features like Hall effect sticks and a double fan cooling system, this turns out to be a very versatile device. At number 7 on the list, the Nitro Blaze 7, the smallest in Acer's lineup. It's got a 7-inch Full HD display with 144Hz refresh rate and 100% sRGB coverage. Powered by the AMD Ryzen 7 8840 and a Radeon 780M, is designed for gamers who want portability without sacrificing power. Its compact design, lightweight build, and FreeSync technology make it a solid choice for on-the-go gaming. Now, coming in 8th is the rumored Nintendo Switch 2. Leaks suggest it'll feature a Cortex A7AC CPU and Ampere-based GPU architecture with 12GB of DDR5 memory. It's expected to deliver smoother gameplay and better visuals than the original. While we don't have any of the details yet, backwards compatibility and flagship titles like Mario Kart could make this another hit for Nintendo. Finally, at number 9 on this list, the Lenovo Legion Go S, the more budget-friendly sibling of the Legion Go 2. It features an 8-inch display with 120Hz refresh rate, AMD Ryzen C2 Go processor, and up to 32 gigs of RAM. Though it's less powerful than some of the other devices, it's a great entry into the handheld gaming market. It's also the second handheld to come out with SteamOS, which offers a more console-like experience, and the first to have SteamOS on a non-Valve hardware. Look, as you can see on this desk, I am kinda addicted to buying any handheld I can get my filthy little hands on, so please subscribe, like, share, and comment which device you are more hyped for. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one. Was that better?